Hello. Thank you for clicking on today's audio blog for 2012 Research and Development Technologies. Today we'll be taking a look at the atom orbitals. The atom structure of the orbits and the nucleus and the center point in between the atom orbits and between the atom nucleus, which is in the shape of an octagon or hexagon. Some people call this a different shape. The point of this study and research development program that I am laying down on YouTube, and I am calling all scientists, homeopathic practitioners, and New Age science people to research this and do small experiments on this geometry for the neutralization of radioactive radiation to help save lives in the process of raising this extraordinary consciousness shift on the planet. Okay, now to get into the project and the research development that I am pointing at on the issue here, that is of a very importance and I think should be thoroughly looked at and thoroughly researched. And the reason why I say this, people, and all you professional scientists and physicists out there, is because since the subconscious of the human being is so sought after and so powerful, it is very easy not to deny the fact that this shape has been projected through humanity and civilization and society in different symbols, different shapes, and different ways and walks of our life. For instance, when you get in your car and you are off to work in the morning, or off to school, or off to college or the store, when you come to the stop sign on the road, you subconscious notices the shape of the stop sign, but your conscious mind doesn't. Your normal functioning state of mind doesn't. Your normal state of mind is too busy thinking what you're going to do and random thoughts and processing information and combining it with your visual apparatus. So in being this subconscious mind is very powerful and tends to show future events in certain ways, in synchronicities, number combinations, and even prophetic dreams. So, if we take a picture of a diagram of an atom, and it displays what the atom looks like. It displays the electrons that are in the outer orbitals. It displays the centerpiece sphere with the proton and neutron combinations that are into center of that sphere, which they call the nucleus. Now, between this center sphere that holds the proton and neutrons, notice that the in-between is the octagon. The in-between point, the single point, or the center point in between the outer electron orbitals and the center nucleus. In between those two apparatus stands the octagon shape. And I cannot help to find this, folks, but this seems very much an unresolved coincidence, an unresolved subconscious happening in our society, that we have this octagon shape that is a rare shape. It's on the stop sign. It is no conspiracy. No, it is not. I will not even claim that. But what I am saying is this octagon might be like a missing link, like a missing piece of the puzzle in our technology or development of technologies. Specifically, technologies that reduce and eliminate suffering or even contamination in our world, and even diseases. Because every disease is most certainly, folks, linked to the atom, the electrons and nucleus. Every disease needs the atom structure to function. So if we study the atom, even though it's so small, it's the most important thing that we could study, folks. If we study this atom, its electrons and the orbitals, and the center nucleus sphere, and we study the in-between point, the neutral point, we can learn a very lot, folks. We could even learn about photonics, which is very important. So what I ask is that all people please do some research, all scientists, professional homeopathic and alternate forms of healing, and enlightened consciousness, enlightened mind, and enlightened techniques in the world. Study this shape, this, and with the atom, and how it's possible to use photonics, light technology, combined with this center point of the atom, which is the octagon. It is a hyperdimensional geometry, folks. It is found even on the North Pole or South Pole of Saturn. And we all know what Saturn is, folks. Saturn has been sought after for decades, millennia, and generations. It is known as the Ring Lord, the planet of the rings, or as the young kids would know, the Lord of the Rings planet. And it has a octagon on its north or south pole. I'm not sure which one it is, but it's one of the poles. And the poles is the most highly flowing energy parts of a planet. This is where the transaction, interaction, synchronicity, and self-organizing flow happens in any genetic structure of a large body in the cosmos, galaxy, or solar systems of creation. So, what I am asking here today is to please listen to this video, 2012 Research and Development using photonic technology to research the center point of the atom structure that has the octagon latent within the center, which is a hyperdimensional geometry, and I feel it can be implied in some way for the reduction of radioactivity and all major diseases. This is the cure, folks. This possibly can be the cure for all diseases and even radiation. It is a neutralization technology. Thank you, folks.